Away from insecurity, let's talk politics now. Now, political activities have continued to build up ahead of the governorship election in Anambra State, scheduled for the 8th of November 2025. Now, major political parties have already set the ball rolling by picking their candidates. The All Progressive Grand Alliance elected Governor Chukwuma Soludo as its candidate, while the APC elected Nicholas Ukachukwu as its flag bearer. There are conflicting issues on who is the candidate of the Labour Party ahead of the election, as another candidate has emerged. Now, join us for this discussion and what this means to Anambra ahead of the November 8th election. We have the Labour Party candidate, George Moghalu. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining us on the program.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
All right, a few days ago, the factional Labour Party elects Jude Umejiego as the Anambra governorship candidate of your party. You are also a candidate of that party ahead of the November 8th election. Now, two candidates in one party. Who is the authentic candidate at the moment?
To be honest with you, I had already restrained myself from commenting on that because as far as I'm concerned, as far as the party is concerned, as far as the Labour leaders are concerned, that does not exist. A primary was conducted on the 5th of April. By the grace of God, I won the primary. The people placed their confidence in me. INEC was fully represented. The security agencies, everybody who was expected to be there was there. So if there is another gathering that claims to be a primary, to the best of my knowledge, I'm not aware of it, and I'm not concerned about it, and I don't want even to discuss it.
You have to be concerned at the moment because how do you want Nigerians to believe your party when you are going into an election with a divided house?
I really don't think there's a divided house. You see, in a situation like this, you must be willing to accommodate people's disappointment or people's failures or whatever you may call it. The truth about it is that there is an umpire. There is an organization that is provided in law, or by the law, whose responsibility it is to conduct primaries or supervise or monitor primaries, and at the end of the day, say who the candidate is following due process. And yesterday we saw news flying around that, or day before yesterday, I should think so, that somebody was elected in a primary. And yesterday again we saw information released by the Independent National Electoral Commission saying that they know nothing about such gathering and that it wasn't a primary. But like I've always said, in a human organization like Labour Party, certainly there may be disagreements, there may be disappointments. So doors will be opened to bring everybody back to, put it this way, bring everybody back together so that we can pursue a common agenda.
The internal wranglings in your party seems to unfold in chapters. How do you see an end to this wranglings in the party ahead of this election?
Certainly, people who love Labour feel concerned, and I'm not surprised about the reactions of people, just like you just raised that. People are concerned because Labour is a popular platform that has the interest of the people at heart. So when there are disagreements like this, it gives a lot of concern to people. But I believe very strongly that these are temporary things that will certainly be overcome. Like I did say earlier, Labour, like any other human organization, once in a while will have challenges like this because ambitions will clash, opinions will clash, expectations will clash. The difference between Party A and Party B is how you manage these disagreements. But for me, I don't see it as any big deal because I know it will certainly be resolved.
Can I say that you are just one of the candidates of your party? And how do you intend to take over the seat of power where you have the incumbent governor, Chukwuma Soludo from Abga?
Let me correct an impression. I am the only candidate. It's important that point is made. Then going to the second leg of your question, as to the incumbent.
That is debatable because just a moment, Mr. That is debatable. Yes. We saw a primary. It's glaring to Nigerians. Well, we leave that for your party to give us the authentic candidate at the moment. But you can go on with your line of thought.
All right, like you talked about the incumbent. I have said it and let me repeat it again. It's usually a big challenge fighting an incumbent in any gubernatorial or even any election, any contestation. It's always a big issue. No doubt about it. And I cannot fool myself by saying that it is not an issue. It is an issue. But the point still remains that it is doable and it has been done before. Incumbents have been removed by way of popular rejection. Okay, because you see, the governorship of Anambra State resides in the people. And the people are going to express their views, express their opinions at the polls. It is incumbent on me to present, on behalf of my party, Labour Party, present my program, buy into the minds of the people of Anambra State, provide them the information they require, answer questions that will arise in the course of contestation during the campaigns, following what the law provides and the timetable as provided by the officiating authority. And then at the end of the day, the people now will decide. I acknowledge the fact that it's hard work and we are going to present and deal with the hard work as we face it.
Well, you left the APC to the Labour Party. How desperate are you for power?
I am not desperate. Like if you are listening to various interviews I've granted, let me also use this opportunity to bring you to full explanation so that you can understand. Like I said, in every contestation, political contestation, two issues are very critical. One is the person, the other is the platform. For the person, it is about me to make the decision. I can decide to consult anybody, I can decide not to consult anybody, I can decide to limit my consultation to my family, I can decide not even to talk to anybody and then take my decision because it is about me. But the next leg of it is the platform. And for you to take a decision with regards to the platform you want to use for any political contestation, a lot of issues are involved. You have to talk with your campaign committee, you talk with your friends, you talk with the people of the state, you consult widely because everybody's opinion in this regard is critical and important because you are coming to ask for the support of these people. So what we did, or what I did, was to expand my consultation, set up committees of associates, friends, political like minds, and we all met, we consulted widely. Don't forget that I formally joined Labour on the 1st of October 2024. Before then, from the late 2023, I started this consultation because of my desire to run for the governorship of the state. At the end of this consultation, because I'm a member of a team, the team agreed that no, if we want to go to this election, if we want a platform for us to be able to go and sell our narratives to the people of Anambra State, that the platform most viable for us to use to actualize this agenda is for us to go to Labour Party. And because I'm a man who operates as a team player, who operates in collaboration with people of like minds, I had no choice than to move to Labour Party. But as to desperation, never, never. I am not desperate, and I have said it time and time again, that power belongs to God and he gives to whom he pleases at his own time.
Anambra residents are watching you at the moment, and you have a lot to battle with, from the APC to APGA to other political parties in that state. If you emerge as the governor, what will you bring on board? And if you are defeated, will you concede defeat in this election to congratulate the winner?
No, let me clear it very well. You asked two questions. One is what am I bringing on board? The other is if I am defeated, which is not likely. That point was made clear. It's not likely that I'll be defeated.
But you sound so confident.
Yes, I am. I am confident. Very, very confident at that. About congratulating a winner in any election. The truth about it, if you know my trajectory, if you know where I'm coming from, if you know who I am, if I am defeated in a free, fair, credible process, I will pick my phone and congratulate the winner. Life does not begin and end with being governor. You can offer services at different levels through different sources. Like I did say, I want to emphasize the fact that power belongs to God and he gives to whom he pleases at his own time. And you have no control over God's decision. Having answered that, then when we talk about what I'm bringing to the table, my first reaction has always been that I am coming to change the narrative. And how do I intend to do this? My first observation is that our people have lost confidence in their government. So there is every need for us to win back the confidence of the people. Because the moment you are able to do that, you will have them supporting you, you will have them advising you, you will have them guiding you, so that you can actualize your desired objective to change the situation on ground. And for me to do that, I will pursue aggressively the issue of good governance. The people will be most critical. The people will be the number one reason why I went to contest the election. The people will be the number two. The people will be the number three. So for me, it is about the people. And that is why I have been offering myself to serve them. And the decision about choosing who to serve them still relies on them and for them to make that decision. Then when we look at that, if I sit down here and tell you the government of the day has not done anything, then I'm not being fair. That is not statemently. I'm not being fair. But like I did say, in a room that is pitch dark, completely dark, if you bring a candle light, stick of candle, you have brought light. If you bring a 40-watt bulb, you have brought illumination. If you bring a 60-watt bulb, you have improved on the illumination. If you bring a floodlight, like the one you have in your studio where we're sitting now, you have also brought illumination. So, and that is my agenda. I want to change the narrative, to do things differently from the way it is being done. The issue of agriculture. For me, agriculture presents a great opportunity for us to do a lot of things. I believe very strongly that Anambra State, particularly Anambra North, has the potentials to feed our state and even beyond. We also have opportunity to build that area to the extent that we can provide us employment opportunities for our young teeming population. We have a vibrant population. We have students that are being churned out of the universities, and no provision is being made to accommodate them. So we need to look at that. Apart from agriculture, we have to look at also empowerment. Empowering the women, empowering the children, creating the needed environment for them to prosper. One thing beautiful about my state, where I come from, Anambra, for which I'm very proud of, is that our people are very industrious. Our people are ready to work. Our people are ready to prosper. What our people need is the enabling environment for them to do what they want to do. And that is the primary responsibility of government.
And you're not,
look at the issue of insecurity.
You are not, okay. You're not considering the fact that you need to also improve the IGR of the state.
Yes, no, it's important. You know, you asked me. I'm trying to just mention a few things because I'm going to officially launch my manifesto. In a very short while, I'm going to launch officially my manifesto, the Labour Party manifesto, to market our party in Anambra State. That will be done formally. But I'm trying to give you snippets of what my thinking is. Like I mentioned, the issue of insecurity.
All right. We have a...
I have always said it.
Okay.
No,
just in 30 seconds, can you round off your thought at the moment? Okay?
Oh, well, if I have only 30 seconds, the only thing I can say within 30 seconds is to thank the Anambra State delegates who elected me as their candidate and to pray that the Anambra State population will support me, believing that I'm coming in good faith, in all honesty and sincerity, to sell the narrative of a new Anambra State, which I think is possible.
Well, you have another hurdle to cross with the emergence of another candidate from your party. We hope to see how events will unfold on this development. Many thanks for joining us on the program this morning. George Moghalu, the governorship candidate of the Labour Party in the November 8th governorship election in Anambra State. I must say many thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for having me. I'm indeed grateful.